Title: Ted Cruz vs. Elizabeth Warren, Student Loan Forgiveness. An emotional and inspiring short story, approximate 3,000 words. The sound of the gavel echoed across the Senate chamber like a thunderclap, slicing through the murmurs and shuffling papers. Outside, the late spring sun glimmered off the dome of the Capitol, but inside, a storm was brewing, one that threatened to pit ideology against desperation, principle against compassion. At the heart of it stood two towering figures, Senator Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts, her voice steady, her eyes ignited with purpose, and Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, cool and precise, yet unmistakably resolute. The issue before them, student loan forgiveness, had become more than policy. It had become personal. But the real story wasn't what was unfolding on the Senate floor. It began 5 rows behind the press gallery, where a quiet figure sat clutching a worn leather messenger bag. Her name was Jasmine Carter. 28 years old, with a degree in social work from a state university, Jasmine was the daughter of a mechanic and a school cafeteria worker. She'd worked 2 jobs through college, sometimes 3, and still graduated with nearly $70,000 in debt. Her monthly payments swallowed half her income, and yet she never once missed one. She couldn't. Her younger brother, Jamal, was watching. Her ailing mother needed help with groceries. And the women she counseled every week, victims of abuse, addiction, and trauma, needed her to show up and be whole. Jasmine wasn't here as a protester or an activist. She was just tired. Tired of working 60 hours a week and still choosing between her prescription asthma inhaler and groceries. Tired of saying no to friends' weddings and baby showers because she couldn't afford a dress or a plane ticket. Tired of crying in her car outside her second job, praying that something, anything, would change. She had written to both senators, never expecting a reply. But somehow, someone on Warren's team had read her letter aloud in a closed-door committee meeting. It was raw, desperate, and honest, perhaps too honest. And it stuck. Now, as she listened to the debate unfolding, Jasmine realized her story had made its way into the bloodstream of national politics. Senator Warren rose, her voice firm, yet not angry. "We have built a system that punishes people simply for wanting an education," she began. "We bailed out Wall Street. We subsidize big oil. But a social worker drowning in debt? We tell her to work harder. That's not just unjust. It's cruel." Cruz stood a moment later. "With all due respect to my colleague from Massachusetts, wiping out debt does not wipe out responsibility. What about the single mother who already paid off her loans? What about the carpenter who never went to college but will now pay for someone else's degree?" Murmurs of agreement and dissent rippled through the chamber. But Warren didn't flinch. "This isn't about punishment," she said.